Hi, my name is Jonathan Bailey, and I'm the CTO at Extend. At Extend, we say we let you take the corporate or business card in your wallet and turn that into a spend management platform. And by that, more specifically, I mean we provide a platform for users to take their existing credit card that they have with their bank, register that at Extend, and use that to create and share virtual credit cards with the members of their team, and then manage the expenses associated with that spending. The center of the bullseye for us is really the mid-tier business. Think around kind of 200 folks, probably not too dissimilar from Extend or Codat. We certainly do have many businesses that work with Extend that are much smaller than that, all the way down to the sole proprietorship or one person shop level. But kind of small and medium business is really the heart of where Extend's customer base is. Although recently, actually, we've started to see some demand from large market customers, and so are starting to actually open up and build some of those relationships and take the offering a little bit up market to some bigger brand names that you certainly would have heard of. An example of a customer that is pretty typical for Extend would be an agency, say a marketing agency, or maybe even more specifically, an agency that is buying advertising for, say, political candidates. 2024 is an election year, and so there's a lot of spending that's happening in politics right now. And so it can be really helpful for those businesses to be able to segregate the spending that they're doing, say, with Facebook on paid media, by those different candidates that they're working with or by the various different accounts that they work with. And so they've got candidate A, candidate B, candidate C. They want to spend at different levels for those different candidates. Being able to actually put each of those on a dedicated virtual card is a very common use case. And then be able to, as part of our expense management solution and the integration with their ERP system that is provided with Codat, to sort of track and manage that as those separate accounts. Recently, and over the kind of rest of this year and the coming 12 months, we're really focused on investing in the three core pillars of our overall product strategy. The first one is where Extend started and what a lot of people know us best for, which is virtual card creation and distribution. We partner with banks to make it easier and create a better experience for their clients to use their virtual card capabilities. And so we're continuing to develop that functionality in our product, and we're constantly partnering with more and more banks. We have very many great relationships right now, but we're expanding the number of banks that we work with, including some big names coming soon that we're looking forward to announcing. As I mentioned earlier, we've moved in more and more into the realm of expense management, and that's really where what started our relationship with Codat. And so, we learned very quickly that our customers were really happy having access to virtual card capabilities for a variety of different use cases that were important for their spending, but they needed better ways of being able to manage that and integrate that into their accounting processes. And so Extend has become a more and more capable expense management platform. And then the third pillar, and this is pretty new for us, but we're excited. We've recently announced a partnership with SAP Concur. And their invoice product, if you're a Concur invoice user, you can actually make payments directly, pay invoices directly from the product. If you register your card, you can create a virtual card and then pay that invoice. The technology underlying that is actually Extend's technology. And so we see, we call this connected payments, and have an enterprise API where we can allow technology companies now to benefit from virtual card capabilities that are associated with the banking relationships that their users have. So what led us to Codat initially was we heard from our customers that they loved the virtual card capabilities that were offered within our product, but in order to really effectively solve their problems, they needed to be able to connect Extend to their accounting system of record. And that's where Codat came in. And so whether our clients are using QuickBooks or NetSuite or one of the other accounting or ERP systems that Codat supports nowadays, our customers want to be able to reconcile the spending that they're doing on the virtual cards they're creating within the Extend platform with their accounting system of choice. And that's where Codat comes in. So Codat gives us that connectivity to those accounting systems. And so that being able to interoperate with the other products within the ecosystem of the finance professional, of the back office, is really critical for the target customers we're going after. And so that's why that relationship with Codat is so important for us. We initially found out about Codat as we were looking for a partner to allow our customers to be able to connect their Extend account to their accounting system of record, in particular NetSuite. And so we reached out to NetSuite expressing an interest in starting to work together with them. And they recommended us that we reach out to Codat as really one of their preferred partners and a leader in the space of providing API access to NetSuite as a platform. And so that's where that relationship started. And of course, as we started to work together, we learned more about the capabilities of Codat, and at this point now also support QuickBooks, and are excited about continuing to roll out support for more ERP systems going forward. We had put some effort into building and maintaining an accounting integration for a couple of different products, QuickBooks in particular. We've actually recently replaced our existing integration with the integration that we have with Codat, because it's easier for us to support and maintain. And with that one integration now, we can open up to so many more solutions, so many more ERP systems than we were able to by having to develop each of those individually. Extend is in the business of integrating with other products, other services, other APIs. That's effectively what the core of our product is. We provide access to clients to the virtual card capabilities that are offered by their banks or by the credit card networks that their accounts are created with. And so where we really want to focus as a company is on supporting and developing those integrations that are core to Extend's business, and wherever possible, partnering with people that are the best at the world at maintaining those different types of integrations so that we can move really quickly and support as much of the overall ecosystem of financial products that our customers really need and rely on. So the partnership with Codat has been really important to Extend in a couple of different ways. So as I've said a couple of times, is we've learned that it's really critical for our clients that they be able to use Extend in partnership with their accounting system of choice, their system of record. But beyond that, what we've really found is if we can create that connectivity between their accounting systems and the virtual card platform and expense management solution that we're offering them, that it's a really sticky customer, actually, that those customers stay with the business. They move and do a lot of their spending and the management of that spending on our platform. And so, that's key to what Extend is trying to do as a business at the end of the day, is provide a great solution to a customer that they use and value, and then embed within their own processes in terms of how they run the company, how they sort of set up and distribute and democratize some of that spending within their business. And so Codat's been pretty important to deliver on that promise to those customers. The choice around Extend often comes down to a choice around actually what banking partner you want to work with, because we're an extension of the bank's relationship with their client. And so Codat is helping kind of two different constituents here. It's helping the client because if they can keep their existing banking relationship, but now have access to the kind of modern banking technologies and experiences that the other fintechs, such as the neobanks, are offering them, then they don't have to switch banks, right? They can stay on their existing bank and continue to work with those relationships, which sometimes go back many years or even decades. And then for the banks, we're enabling them to compete directly with those fintechs that are trying to win business away from them, that are trying to steal those those kind of early stage startup companies or mid-tier businesses away from the established players. And so by, again, allowing us to truly embed within the customer's ecosystem of financial products that their finance teams are using, that creates a sticky experience that allows both the customer to stay with the relationship that they already have, and then the bank to retain that customer for a long period of time. And that really gives us kind of a competitive advantage and defense really against some of these new players. This is an interesting moment for spend management overall. in addition to the types of things that we've been talking about, which is, more online, more connected, a more vibrant ecosystem of products that are talking to each other. You can't discount right now the advances over the last few years when they come to AI. And so that's something that we're really interested in. We've recently rolled out some features that allow for kind of automation around expense management and receipt management, receipts approvals, and are continuing to develop in that direction, and are introducing more insights around our clients' spending. So I think we're going to see, there's a lot of data that's moving between these various products and these systems, and there's value that's inherent to that data that can be exposed to the customer to help them understand their spending better, the trends around that spending. In some cases where maybe they could even be spending better or saving money. And so I'm pretty excited about that, and we're paying close attention to what we should be doing in those areas as well. I've talked a lot about our recent focus on expense management. And so I can't reveal all the details right now, but we're really excited about some kind of automation and assistance technology that we're developing it right now that will make it that much easier for people to not just be able to enable and spend on virtual cards that are created by the Extend platform, but to seamlessly and delightfully manage all of that with a kind of intelligence layer that's running under the hood. So that's kind of one pillar of our product roadmap that we're pretty excited about, and you'll be seeing more coming out over the next few months. And then the other area is that kind of embedded payments, or those API solutions that I mentioned. We've already announced that we have this partnership with SAP Concur, which we're really excited about, and we're continuing to work on some of those with some other players in that space, and continuing to develop and sort of enhance and mature those set of APIs so that they can so that more technology companies or businesses that need an API to be creating their virtual cards can do so as well.